So we have a square root that we're looking at, an imperfect square, right? And in order to simplify it, we have to break it down. So 45 can be multiplied by 5 and 9. So we're basically making a factor tree out of it, okay? So then we look at it and say, what numbers are prime? Well, 5 is prime. Is 9 prime?
No.
No, because you can break 9 into
3 times 3.
3 times 3, good. Is 3 prime?
Yes.
Yes. So we can circle all these. Now our job is to look at these circled numbers, right? And I always say pick the pairs, or I do the date story, okay? The date story is, imagine this is the house, right? And you're only allowed to go on a date if you have 2 of the same types of people, okay? These 2 people are shy people and they get along, which is 2 threes, right? They get along, so they get to go outside of the house and go on a date. But for every pair, for every date that you have, you only write one of them because they are traveling in the same car. Now, these 2 can go on a date. Does the 5 have a date?
No.
No, so the 5 has to stay in the house. And then this would be your answer. And we call it 3 square roots of 5, which you need to know because sometimes they'll give it to you in words. 3 square roots of 5. This means 3 times the square root of 5. Got that one?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
let's try another one. Okay, so with each and every single one of these, your goal is to find the perfect squares and pull them out. So let's try this one. The square root of 36, is that a perfect square root?
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
right? So do I have to make a factor tree out of it?
No. No.
No, but what are my answers?
6.
Because 6 times 6 equals 36. What is my answer?
6.
Negative 6. Because negative 6 times negative 6, remember negative times a negative equals a positive.
Positive.
So when we go to write, excuse me, when we go to write our answers for this, we would write our answer as positive or negative 6. And that's
Wait,
for any perfect square root.
So how'd you get the other 6?
Because 6 times 6 equals 36, right?
Mm-hmm.
But negative 6 times negative 6 also equals 36. So to represent that, we put positive or negative 6 can equal 36. Does that make sense?
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
Just like if I said, what's the square root of 49? What would you tell me?
-7.
What kind of 7?
-7.
plus or minus 7, right?
Yeah.
So that, what about the square root of 9?
3.
What kind of 3?
Either.
Negative or positive?
Plus or minus positive and negative 3, right? What about the square root of 100?
10.
10.
Positive or negative 10?
Positive and negative 10. You guys are getting it. Good. Okay. What about this one? So write down the square root of 60 and tell me what you know about it. Is it a perfect square root?
No.
No.
No. What do we do with perfect square roots? We factor them, right? Can we factor 60?
Yes.
Okay, give me
Yes.
any two numbers. Doesn't matter what they are.
3
Two.
times 20.
3 times 20. If I were to pick 6 times 10, I would get the same answer that, is Jaden still on? Is that who said that?
Yeah, that's me. That was
Okay. So are any of these prime numbers?
Yes, the 3.
So what should I circle?
The
3.
3.
3. Can I break down the 20?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I can break it down into 4 and 5. Can I circle any of them?
Yes, the
5.
5.
5.
5. Is 4 prime?
No.
No.
No, right? 4 can be broken down because 2 times 2 equals 4, right? So can I circle my 2's now?
Yes.
Yes, good. So I'm gonna circle these. Now look closely. Our job now is to find some numbers that want to leave this house and go on a date, right? How many numbers are going on a date? How many pairs
2.
do we have?
1.
I mean, 1
One.
pair.
We
2
have
and
1 pairs of 2s. So they're going on a date together. They get to go outside of the house. But when they go outside of the house, how many 2s do we write?
1.
1.
1, because they're traveling in the same car. But what about 3 and 5? Do they have a date?
No,
No.
they're lonely.
They're lonely, right? Do they get to have a date inside the house?
No.
No. They go in the house. Right? They go inside the house, but we have to multiply them together. Okay, so now we have 2 square roots of what?
15.
15, good job. And then that would be our answer. So the purpose of simplifying, I had a lot of people turn in their e-class assignments and they went and used calculators, which you guys have to keep in mind, I've been teaching math for a very long time, and I know when you use calculators because your calculators can't do this for you. This one, remember, we're only factoring numbers that are not perfect squares. We make a factor tree. We circle all the prime numbers. We find the pair of numbers that can come out. The numbers that don't have a pair stay in and are multiplied together to get the inside number. And we call that 2 times the square root of 15, or 2 square roots of 15. Got it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do one more, okay?
Can we do the one with the, like with the X's? No, thanks.
The variables.
Yeah, like the square.
Jane's all ready to go. Okay. The square root of 72, x to the third, y to the second. So copy that down first. Okay, the very first thing you have to think about when you look at these is 72 a perfect square root?
No.
Yes? No?
No.
No.
No. Good. So my first job is to do what?
Factor it.
Factor.
Good job, Zane. Good. So I'm going to factor this. All right. Besides Jaden, who can help me factor this? What goes into 72, guys?
8 and 9.
Good. Who said that?
Axel.
Axel, good job, sweetie. So 8 and 9. Those are kind of big numbers, right? So you have to keep factoring. So what two numbers go into 9?
3 times 3.
3 times 3. Can I make any circles yet?
No. Oh, yes, you can. It's
Out
threes.
to 3.
Good job. What about 8?
4 times 4. 4 times 2.
4 times 2. Can I circle anything yet?
Yes. No.
Yes.
Yes.
The 2.
And then 4.
2 times 2.
So the biggest mistake people have is that they forget to continue factoring, or they forget like that 4 is prime. So look at how many pairs I have. This is exciting because now I have 1 pair and I have 2 pairs, right?
Double date.
Double date, yes. So far I'm going to write this radical sign. Who can I bring out of the house?
The
The
3 and the
2s
2s.
and the 3s.
Okay, so am I going to write 2 and 2 and 3 and 3?
No.
No, you only write one of them because you're only traveling in 1 car, right? And you
Yes.
separate them with a multiplication sign. Do you see that? Each pair is separated by a multiplication sign. Who doesn't have a date?
The 2.
The 4. I mean,
The 4.
the 2. The 2.
Remember, we don't care about the ones that are not circled. So we're already eliminated from our bachelorette of math. Okay, so 2 has, the other 2 has no date. Okay, we leave him there. Now let's look at the variables. Okay, the variables are technically going on dates as well. But this is how we're looking at them, okay? How many x's are in x to the third?
3.
3.
3, okay, so watch. 1, 2, 3, right? So this goes with my x. How many y's are in y to the second?
2.
1, 2. Okay. So remember, you're only pulling out the dates, right? How many dates are in 3? Remember, they have to be a pair.
1.
We have 1 date that can come out. How many dates do we have in our y's?
1.
1.
1. Okay. Who is left over that doesn't have a date?
X.
X. So where do you think X goes?
Outside.
Inside.
Outside or inside?
Inside.
Inside, no date. What about our Y? Does it have a date?
Yes.
Yes, so it can come outside. And our Z, I didn't even mess with Z because Z it doesn't have a date. So Z stays in there. So everything I can pull out, so watch this. What is 3 times 2?
6.
6. So 6. And then what date did I pull out?
Y and X. Y and X.
Good job. I pulled out a pair of X's. How many times do I write it?
1.
Once.
Once. Because they're going in the same car, but then they're leaving their friend, right?
Mhm.
And then I have a pair of what?
Y.
Y's. Do I need to write another Y over here?
No.
No, because they're not leaving their friends behind, right?
Yeah.
So then this would be your answer. So it looks kind of silly and complicated, but I guarantee you, if your parents see you do this, they're going to be like, wow.
Yeah.
So I always tell the story about the dating and the pairs and coming out of the house because I feel like it kind of relates to you guys, because sooner or later you guys are going to be able to date and go out of the house and go see a movie. So does that help you out a lot more?
Yes.
I don't know what the other
Yes.
method is, so
Yes.
I don't know.
Good morning, Mama.
So do you want me to go over any more of these?
No.
No, thank you.
No? Okay. Do you guys want a break before homeroom?
Oh, it's already like 9:15.
It's already first period, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm so happy that you guys got to come to tutoring, and I'm so proud of you. I am going to add some extra points to your classwork assignment because I do appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
Okay. You guys let me write down your names first. Zane, Axel, Amaya, and Jaden. Okay. And make sure, guys, if you have anything to do left for me regarding USA test prep or the August 20th assignment, that you get that done as soon as possible so that you don't get behind in our assignments, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And are any of y'all coming back in a week or so?
No,
Me?
I'm
You
going.
are?
What do you mean?
I'm staying online.
Who said
Oh, yeah, I'm staying online. I'm staying online.
you're staying online? Okay. So raise your hand if you're coming back. Yay.
Where's-
At least I get to see you guys. Okay. All right. Well, I will see you in homeroom or I'll see you in class, guys. It was good to see you today. Bye.